Hello, it's your Teresa once again, and I am on the road with Lamut, of course. Last autumn I got an invitation from Lamut to take a trip to Sicily. Lamut told me about Franca and Antonino Gucciardi. They offer their guests accommodation in an old farmer's village near Gibellina, which is west of Sicily. The olive harvest is a special highlight, which I will be able to take part in and am very much looking forward to, because this is where the delicious oil I have been buying from Lamut for many years now is produced, by the family Ciaccio. I asked a couple of my friends from Germany if they would like to join me on my travels to Italy, so that they may get to know Lamut's special people and places. They fetched us from the Palermo airport in the evening, and a good hour later we have arrived. Once again, Lamut has discovered an unusually lovely place. It is neither a hostel nor a B&B. We are in the middle of the countryside. Waiting for us behind a lighted door are Franca and Antonino and an absolutely marvelous festive dinner that they have prepared for us. When I wake up in the morning, I immediately notice that it is definitely special here. The little village was established by day labourers of a landlord for their families to live in. Antonino's grandfather started and built up everything here over the last 20 years. The place had been on the brink of irreversible decay. So recently Antonino decided to put an end to this, and he is restoring the village to its original state, amongst orange orchards and olive groves. Downstairs a lovely breakfast bouquet awaits us. Franca's homemade cake, Antonino's orange and clementine marmalade, and a variety of regionally produced cheeses, and so much more. It's an ideal start on our journey to discover the Belice Valley and surroundings. Looking at a map, I realize that we are in the middle of a historically rich antiquity and remote antiquity part of Sicily. We are surrounded by the lands of the Illumians, an ancient Bronze Age people whose influence and power is manifested in the impressive monumental Temple of Selinunte. Gibellina is not very far from where the Gucciardis live. Gibellina is interesting because of its 1970s urban planning, which they began after the earthquake in 1968. The original Gibellina, on the other hand, was 18 kilometers further east. After its complete destructions during the earthquake, the landscape artist Alberto Burri covered its ruins with a light layer of cement. The next morning I am told we need to wake up early. The olives are waiting to be harvested. We take a drive to Menfi to do so. Vito Ciaccio has worked as a farmer his whole life. He has nurtured and nourished his orange and olive groves. I have been a fan of Ciaccio's oil for many years now, and for the first time today I will be able to take part in the harvesting and the oil pressing process. For many years now, the Ciaccio family has been selling their oranges and their olive oil through Lamut to consumers who appreciate the quality of the oil, as well as the hard work put into its production.
Io vi offro delle mandorline.
Wow, le mandorle.
Fatte col sale e il pepe. Buone? Come antipastini.
I am so very much looking forward to it all. What a great day it is. After harvesting the olives, we go to the oil mill. As the shining green oil finally comes out of the pipe, they offer us a first tasting with white bread, ricotta cheese, and a glass of wine to go with it. What a treat! Before dinner, we visit Franco in his museum of the daily life of Sicilian culture of the last decades. There is a marvelous host of surprises. I could spend hours there. The next day it rains and rains, but that does not bother us. It gives us the perfect opportunity to try out the natural thermal pools near to Montevago. At temperatures of 39 degrees, we can relax and enjoy ourselves completely. We go and visit Marsala. The saline landscapes between Marsala and Trapani are spectacularly exquisite. Watching the sun setting over the Isola dello Stagnone is a must. Antonino's stepson Lorenzo takes us through the old town of Salemi. Besides the traces of the earthquake, there is an enormous complex of museums, where the Mafia Museum has too found its place. We visit the Museum of the Holy Bread.
Sulla destra troviamo l'agola a due teste, che significa la potenza.
Der Vogel mit zwei Köpfen ist die Potenz.
It was started by Lorenzo's association Lo Scrigno della Memoria in their efforts to preserve cultural memory. But what I am most impressed by is life at the Gucciardis in the Casa Zaccanelli. When all the family members and relations come to visit on the weekend, the small village is revived, giving us a feeling of former times, the times of the extended and big families. Today every descendant cares for a part of the village, but altogether, mamma mia, what a funny and amusing scene, which we travellers can so joyfully participate in. Antonino's grandfather was successful in establishing himself as an independent wine producer, and his wine has become one of the best of the region.
Travasato da poco, quindi ancora non è limpido, però già dal colore si vede come arriverà ad essere un buon vino di annata sicuramente.
While Franca shows us how couscous is produced, the children are playing and everybody is busy with something. In summertime there are many theatre plays which take place, where everybody comes together. I get a real sense of what this kind of Sicilian summer evening must be like.
Facciamo le belle. Non so fare belle rosse.
Sfregia la faccia, lucchiosi di stigi.
In the evening, we all sit together talking and singing and sharing our experiences with one another. Thank you, Lamat, that you once again enabled us to get to know wonderful and fabulous places and people.
Devi dire Teresa. Io come devo dire? Sì, ma deve dire Teresa. Lo vedi? Solo questa? Teresa lo vedi. Teresa? Lo vedi? Ancora? Teresa? Lo vedi? Com'è il discorso? Non è che poi lui magari lo pulisce.